My sister isn't speaking to me after I refused to be her surrogate, even though she's been trying to have a baby for 6 years and says I'm her only option left. And now my parents are saying I'm being selfish when I have the ability to give my sister the one thing she wants most in life. I'm 32 and my sister is 36. She's been married for 10 years and has been trying to have a baby for the past 6 years. She's done 5 rounds of IVF, had 2 miscarriages, and her doctor finally told her that her uterus can't carry a pregnancy to term due to scarring from endometriosis. 3 months ago, she asked me over for lunch. She'd been distant, and I thought maybe she was struggling with the baby stuff. When I got there, she had this whole presentation ready. Photos of us as kids, letters she'd written about how much she wanted to be a mom, research about gestational surrogacy. Then she asked if I'd carry a baby for her. She said they have viable embryos frozen, and her doctor said I'd be a good candidate since I've had 2 successful pregnancies with no complications. I was completely caught off guard. I said I needed time to think about it. She said of course and gave me a folder with information about the medical process, legal aspects, everything. I went home and talked to my husband. He said it was my decision, but he had concerns. Our youngest is 3, and we just started feeling like we had our lives back. Pregnancy is hard on me. I get severe morning sickness, and I'm always exhausted. Plus, I work full-time. I thought about it for 2 weeks. I looked at the information. I talked to a friend who'd been a surrogate for her cousin. The more I thought about it, the more I realized I didn't want to do it. I called my sister and asked if we could meet. I told her I couldn't be her surrogate. She asked why not. I tried to explain about my health, my kids, my job. She said she'd help with my kids, and they'd pay me if I needed to take time off work. I said it wasn't about money or logistics. I just didn't want to be pregnant again. She started crying and said I was her only option. I asked about adoption. She said they wanted a biological child. I said I understood, but I couldn't do this for her. She said I was the only person she could ask. I said, what about a surrogate agency? She said they'd looked into it, and the cost is over $100,000, and they'd already spent their savings on IVF. I said I was sorry, but my answer was no. She asked if I'd at least think about it more. I said I'd already thought about it and I couldn't do it. She said I was being selfish. I said it's my body, and I get to make this choice. She said I'm the only one who can give her a baby. I said that's not true. There are other options. She said there aren't options they can afford. I said I felt terrible, but I couldn't make this sacrifice. She said sacrifice is what family does for family. I said I've made lots of sacrifices, but I can't make this one. She hasn't spoken to me since that conversation. My mom called and said my sister is devastated. I explained my reasons. My mom said I'm healthy and I've had easy pregnancies. So what's the real reason? I said the real reason is I don't want to be pregnant again. My mom said, but it's not for me, it's for my sister. I said it's still my body going through it. My dad called and said I'm breaking my sister's heart. He said she's wanted to be a mother her whole life, and I have the power to make that happen. I said I can't make major medical decisions based on someone else's wants. He said family helps family, and this is the biggest thing my sister will ever ask of me. I said I understand how big it is, and that's exactly why I can't do it. My sister sent me a long email about how she's always been there for me, and now when she needs me most, I'm abandoning her. She said if our positions were reversed, she'd do it for me without hesitation. My mom keeps calling asking me to reconsider. She says my sister is falling into a depression, and this is my fault. My husband says I made the right choice, but I can tell even he feels bad about the situation. Am I the asshole?